Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation.
This time we want to presentation about green chemistry and the subtopic is using of biofuel. But before we can start the presentation, allow us to introduce ourselves. My name is Darrell Saputra from last name digit is 158 and my partner.
My name is Nafisa Azalia Fatiha, you can call me Nafisa, and my name is 013. Check it out!
Okay, so guys, today we will present about the use of Biofuel. The first slide will be explained by my friend Darrell. I'll let you know the time and place.
Alright, so for the first slide, we want to talking about the introduction. Fossil fuel are one of the major source of energy globally. However, there is an energy crisis worldwide owing to the depletion on wealth of fossil fuel. In addition, the greenhouse gas emission from the transport or other sector utilizing fossil fuel is increased at a very fast pace. 50% of the global GHG emission and 23% of total CO2 emission is by transport. So many years of programs, man has utilized many forms of energy, ranging from firewood or to nuclear energy, from coal to petroleum. So for the next slide, we want to talking about the green chemistry. So for the first title, the false promise promise of energy security. Indonesian biofuel program promise energy self efficiency reduction reliance on forage oil. So for the second is the green paradox. Biofuel are supposed to be green and help us fight climate change, but when it's come to palm oil in Indonesia, the reality is a dangerous paradox. The cure might be worse than the diseases. So for the next slide, will explain by my friend.
Okay, the next slide there is a Indonesia Biofuel Matrix backframe. The first, we found unreliable energy supply. Relying on a single crop as the primary source of biofuel makes energy security extremely fragile because when the energy system relies solely on oil palm, even the slightest change in climate, such as prolonged drought, extreme rainfall, or past attacks, can drastically reduce plantation productivity, resulting in plummeting yields and a dwindling supply of fresh fruit bunch for processing into crude palm oil. The second is hurting the planet. The strong push to continue increasing the use of palm oil in biodiesel pollutes from B40 plants to B50 and even B60, indirectly encourage the opening of millions of hectares of new land because every increase in the biodiesel plant level means the need for raw materials in the form of crude palm oil increase quickly, so that production from existing plantation is no longer sufficient, and companies seek additional land to plant oil palms. And also we have the first, the issue of unreliable energy supply in Indonesia Biofuel program is critically important because it highlights the fundamental conflict between the country's goal of saving energy security. And the second, the topic of hurting the planet, environmental degradation caused by Indonesia's aggressive palm oil biofuel program is arguably the most important issue, as it directly impacts global climate goals, biodiversity, and the country's long-term ecological health. Okay, the last slide we have solution. The first, unreliable energy supply in Indonesia Biofuel program stems primarily from inconsistent feedstock availability, infrastructure deficit, and policy implementation hurdles. Solution involve diversifying raw materials, improving infrastructure and logistics, and strengthening the policy framework in target government support and incentives.
The second point is about hurting the planet. Human activities harming the planet and the corresponding solution including burning fossil fuel. The solution is switch to renewable energy. Second is deforestation solution, plant tree and support sustainable agriculture and extensive waste solution, reduce, reuse and recycle. This is the reference for our presentation point and thank you very much.
Okay guys, that's all presentation from us. See you and thank you. Bye
Bye.
bye.